Okay. So, welcome, beauties. Welcome, welcome. Firstly, I'm in a celebratory mode. I was just out on the hill right here, not too far away from the city. Well, it's actually right in the city, but it's a spectacular hill that gets to see a panoramic view of the entire city and also the sea beyond the Scottish coasts. So I was in a beautiful space of celebrating a new era, literally. Some of you who follow the astrology probably know this. If it is completely like, huh? What do you mean, what new era? Well, Pluto has moved out of Capricorn after, I think it must have been, well, do the math, since 2008. And now it's ushered in the Aquarian age, which is really embodiment and an embodiment really of freedom, liberation, innovation, stepping into a whole new height of leadership, of really coming into a deep sense of how the light, the divine light, is so anchored into the heart of Mother Earth. And as within, so without, and as above, so as above, so below. Can't even speak because I'm so fully high on bliss and ecstasy. And hello, Caroline and Tanya. Hello, and powerful women. Yes, yes, yes. It is. I actually very specifically named this session so that I get to call in all the multidimensional women, and it may be a smaller intimate space, but I'm just happy that it is calling in the right people, the aligned souls, and we get to dive into this new cosmic era together, because a beautiful, spectacular new era is woven together by powerful multidimensional. Oh, hello, Nicole, welcome. It is woven together by powerful multidimensional women who are here fully embodied, fully present to what is to come. And that deep knowing, as I just mentioned at the beginning of this live, that divine light is so fully anchored in the heart of Mother Earth, and as above, so below. That means the divine essence that is within you, the divine essence that has always been within you, that part of you that you know is indestructible. That home within, that journey, is a journey you can take completely in your sovereignty back home within. And I want to dive deeper into this because, you know, for centuries, for a long time, we have had, you know, ceremonies, we have had initiations and rituals with shamans and priestesses and priests and all of that, you name it. And it is really interesting to see how throughout time and throughout the centuries, if we talk about earthly time, earthbound time, there are all these moments that are marked by the changes in the way humans resonate with their religion, with the divine within and the divine without. And this is a time where the light of the divine is so palpable. It can be palpated within the field, through you, as you, and for you, more than any time on this planet has ever had experienced. And so it is important for us to hold our sovereign light. It is important for us to refine our power. It is important for us to refine that stillness within us, to become so fully present so that when we are at home, nobody enters the house without our knowing, right? So it is important for us to really dial into this knowing, because I have this beautiful saying that came through in ceremony today when I was sitting with tea. And for those of you who have been here with me for a while, you know that I work with tea spirit. Yeah, in many ways, I work with tea spirits in order to stand firmly as a human and divine merged as one, to be a pure vessel of light, to be a clear channel. And tea helps me to move through that, because in my humanness, I'm not perfect. And I am absolutely honored to have a support and a guiding light that helps me to really purify in order to hold that liminal, that intersubjective space for my clients and for myself to receive the downloads that needs to come through. So anyway, today it was very palpable, the energy of and the presence of the divine. And what came through was this: in stillness, we are infinite potential. As stillness in motion, we are pure creation. And this comes back to the topic that I wanted to bring forward today, which is, how much do you trust your knowing, your intuitive knowing? And I come in with the compassion. I come in with no judgment as I speak, because I have also been in a place, yes, Nicole, yes. I mean, I have come from a place absolutely where I ignored my intuitive knowing. And I had also come from a place of almost becoming so resentful of my intuitive knowing, because there were times when I found myself in a place where it was just completely, full of things falling away and things going quote unquote nowhere. And of course, until in hindsight, I'm able to look at it and say, wow, that was the most powerful journey that I have ever taken, because without that experience, I wouldn't be sitting here today speaking with you with this power in my voice and this conviction in my belly, this fire in my belly to truly bring forward this work to all of you. Whoever that resonates, come on in. The calling is here. And it really began with this simple thing of, I really want to support my parents. I really want to be able to pay the bills. And what turned out from that inkling, as that tiny little heart of service to the people I love, it became a calling to share this work with women all around, to create this space so that women who resonate with that can come into this stillness, to come into this full embodied presence of the divine that is you. You are the divinity that you have been seeking for. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Before that, housekeeping. I love to converse with you. So please keep dropping in your comments, throw in your thoughts, throw in your questions. I want to take this opportunity to serve you at the highest. So this is a great opportunity for you to ask questions, to get one-to-one mentorship opportunities in this group setting. Yeah, so if you have any questions or anything that's coming up for you as we dive deeper into this topic, please put that into the comment section, and I will definitely catch that as we go, and I will absolutely address that. And so welcome Nicole, another Nicole, Amber, Arlene, Tanya. I'm just happy to see all of you here. So just in case you were wondering, I'm on Insight Timer. I'm also on Instagram, so that I can have the recording, which will be uploaded on YouTube, so you can have that on replay if you want to go back to the transmission. Anything that is being said today is an absolute channel transmission from spirit to spirit. So my invitation to you is to come in here as the multidimensional master that you are. Okay? Put away any distractions that may distract you from this transmission, because you would want to bring this fully into the core of your being, you will definitely want to do that, okay? And my promise to you is that I will be here fully, and I invite you to be fully here and present as well, to receive what you are here to receive. Allow yourself to receive, okay? I feel like we just we literally fired our way into the entire space. So let's just take a moment here. Let's take a moment. Hello, Varsha, first time here. Love that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we have some first timers here. So I will share a little bit about my work and also some of the things that will come back in together and interconnected web and bring forward the teaching that, or the transmission. I don't really resonate with the word teaching, the transmission that is here for you today. Okay, so Nicole, I just saw your message. You know, I've been in the depths of standard increases, yes, and highest level untangling of communication and raising my voice into its highest form and frequency. Any magic you want to share, I love to. I think you're saying I love to hear, even though it's cut off. Yes. Standards. You know, it's interesting because this morning when and as I tap into your energy and your words, the energy of your words, the minute I do so, I actually feel it immediately in my solar plexus. And it feels like a palpitation, and it feels like this, oh my goodness, like I'm so raring to burst open right here. And as I speak about that, as I envision the power at the solar plexus bursting open and bursting forth, I can feel a sense of liberation showering through my entire body. And I wonder if you resonate with that, because it feels like it is so ready to go already, like it's cooked, like it's ready to be served. And I wonder if there is something that is still holding you back, because at the first moment as I tapped into your energy, it felt like it's there bursting through. It wants to burst through, but somehow like there's this invisible hand that's just holding it, like just hold on for a moment more, hold on for a moment more. So that's kind of like what I felt. Liberation, exactly. Liberation has been the word of my heart. Yes, yes. So I would love to invite you to take a moment to come inward, to come into the solar plexus, dropping all thought forms, dropping all labels, dropping anything that you may feel like it's inhibiting you, simply just being with the solar plexus. Simply allowing your breath to fully arrive. Simply allowing your breath to fully arrive. And Nicole, the words practical magic actually came up as I read your words, as I feel into, as I connect with this energy here. Allow yourself to fully arrive in the temple. And for everyone else who, if you're here with us and you like to join us, feel into any part of your body where if you have any thoughts that are coming up right now, and if you connect that to your body, which area in your body is it activating? Nicole, the first thing that really felt, the word that came up as I say fully arrive, it felt like fully arriving in the temple, your temple. And this temple is the place that you are building with your power. This temple has never been built, and that is why you're here to lead that. So as I speak, I can still feel some tremor, yeah? But let's be real. This so-called fear, it simply is a robust energy that is raring to go. That's it. That is why we often feel it in the solar plexus. We feel the butterflies in our stomach. But what it really is a new level of energy. It's a new level of energy that is ready to take on the world. It's ready to be anchored in to this physical realm. And all we are here invited to do by spirit all the time is to allow the energy to be acknowledged and allow that to infuse your entire body. So Nicole, if you can take a moment here to land and let the energy open up your heart and seep through your entire body, front and back, arms and hands. Let it come down to your belly, the wisdom center. Deep into the caverns of your pelvic bones, your sacred bones. And let it shower down your legs all the way into your feet, connecting the divine and the human. You'll know you are on point, love, 100%, yeah. You know you are here to build that temple, to bring that infinite potential into pure creation. Can you feel that in full presence? Allow yourself to be still, so still that you can recognize your sacred presence and your sacred purpose right here. Let the mind be alchemized into the universal mind. Feel your light filling up the entire room and out into the entire planet, into the cosmos. You are unstoppable, my love. Let that go. Let that cosmic magnificence be so liberated. Yes. Oh, what a power, what a feeling. There's no holding back, no more. And you're a woman who knows that deep inside your heart. You know that space that is indestructible and inevitable. One and the same. I love that the universe opened up your life for me, and I just felt you, and yes, all in. Yes. I love that. I also made this impromptu, very much so, just as something to warm me up for the upcoming masterclass, which is a free masterclass, by the way, if anyone wants to join, on Friday, called The Infinite Woman. I've been feeling the presence of the divine so close. It feels like the kiss of the divine is right there on my lips. And I really wanted to channel this through a little bit and open up this space as we move even further on Friday into the infinite realm. We're going to tap into some really pure quantum field energy in there, with some tea ceremony included, of course. And oh my gosh, pure light. So I'm very excited about that. So if you want to sign up for that, just drop me a DM and I'll be happy to drop the link for you as well. So I have another Nicole on this side. I'm just gonna tap into that message here. I've been to the space of no mind many times in meditation. Beautiful. I feel most comfortable there. I started a new job and interact more with people now, and my intuition is starting to come through, but it's difficult to sense completely sometimes. Okay, I love this because you brought up this word no mind, which is a huge thing that I work with, I deepen into with my clients through ceremony, through activations. And the space of a no mind is where all presence burgeons forward. So you can, oh, Nicole, can I just say thank you, my love. Mwah. Love you, Dragon Queen. Oh my goodness, yes. So back to Nicole Amber here. So the no mind space is where presence burgeons forward. If we take it back a little bit, yeah, let's take it back a little bit to no mind, no space, no time. That is what we also recognize as the Tao. That is what we recognize as the 0 point field in the cosmos. And as we move into no mind, we must understand that this is where presence burgeons forward. In a no mind space, it is called nothingness, it is called absence, but it doesn't mean that there's nothing there. It just means that infinite potential exists in this space. And as we drop into a no mind state, just as Nicole Amber here has mentioned, we are dropping into a place where we are allowing our mind to detach from any outcomes, any control, any fear that the logical analytical mind tends to fall upon, because it is familiar with that. That's it. It really is that it. It's not trying to work against you. That analytical and logical mind has to be quieted down in order for us to remember our infinite self, our infinite power. And in other words, the intuitive knowing, right? So Nicole, when you speak in this way, I actually recognized myself in it a lot. Before I started to do this work, I lived another life of being an editor. And during those days, I spent 10 years of my life in various eating disorders. At one point, I was really, really sick that I had to be hooked up to IV drips. I had to be hospitalized. And even then, after that, I kept going in yo-yo recovery. And I remember in those days when I had that disorder, a lot of times I wasn't doing it for myself. I was really doing it to appease a certain someone or a certain group of people's idea of what beauty is, of what being accepted is, and to be loved, genuinely, to be honest, if I boil it down, to be accepted, to be loved. And so by the time I had found out that I had a very dire health issue, basically a thyroid was bulging out of my chin, I had to make a decision at that time whether I want to continue to live or really tie myself and bind myself to this disorder for the rest of my life. And of course, as I'm sitting here, obviously you know what decision I made, but I want to tell you this because I spent 10 years continuously being in the chaos of other people's thoughts and feelings because I had no idea why. I had no idea that being empathic, I can sense and feel a lot of what other people are sensing and feeling and thinking. It was until I actually recovered fully from my eating disorder, really, really fully committing to just being with myself, to my own health, to my own well-being, and I started to get into yoga, meditation. It was until then that I started to actually become aware, just like Nicole Amber is saying here, oh, I feel so good in meditation, but the minute I leave my mat, I leave the meditation room and I go back into work and I go out into the city, I get really thrown into the chaos of everyone else's business. What the hell is going on? And so I remember one night just getting on my knees and literally praying to the universe. I sent out a prayer. I didn't even ask for help. I literally just say, universe, show me a way, because I know there is more than this. Show me a way. I commanded the universe, basically. And what came through very swiftly was an invitation, because I was working in media. It was a media invitation to a tea ceremony. And when I first walked into the tea ceremony space, I had no expectations. I had no clue what was going to happen. I literally thought, well, I love tea, so why not? And I'm looking to getting into more wellness stuff, so why not? But what I found there was beyond, and it changed my life completely. Some of you already have known this story, but I always feel the chills when I share this, because that was the first moment in my entire life that I truly felt what it felt like to be home. Not because I was in a country I liked or a city that I loved. Not because I had a gorgeous apartment or a big house, but because I know how it feels like now. And wherever I go, I've moved houses, I've moved countries several times in my entire life now. And I can tell you, I have this home within me wherever I go. And the ceremony itself brought me home. That feeling, the minute I lifted up the bowl of tea, I felt it. Hello, Jess! Welcome. So, to speak of how the intuition is starting to come through, I want you to know this, Nicole Amber, that it is important for you to understand that this is an ever continuous evolving journey. And at every level, there's a new devil. So when you are in the no mind space, it is important to understand that you're not going anywhere. There's nothing to achieve. There is no destination to arrive at. That no mind space is meant to become a direct experience so that it almost feels unremarkable. It's unremarkable because it's the way you live. It's just the way you live. That's what embodiment means. It's really interesting because when I talk about intuitive knowing, it's easy for us at the beginning to feel really excited about this. And when we become more refined through mastery, we start to sense it, we start to understand how it feels like, and it feels really powerful. It feels so divine. It feels like fireworks in us. It feels like we are constantly looking at an internal night sky. It feels like we are at one with the universe. No doubt about that. But when we become embodied, when we are so embodied as stillness, when we become so embodied as infinite potential, it actually starts to feel just like a part of your life. And I think that is why a lot of us, a lot of people at least, start to flounder at that point, because they think that being spiritual is going to give us one big firework after another. But being embodied actually means being so fully merged and united with that divine presence. And yes, you are bliss, you are ecstasy, you are the divine, you are the no mind. And from that infinite space, potential becomes presence. It becomes your creation. You create from that space. But my wish for you, my intention for you is to understand that it is how you live in every way. Whether you are at the workplace, or whether you're serving tea, or whether you are sitting in ceremony, or whether you are shopping with your mother, whether you're eating dinner with your husband, your boyfriend, your loved one, You are the one. It's not separate. That meditative mind is not separate. It's here. That intuitive knowing is here. And again, going back to it at the beginning when I said it's hard for us sometimes to honor the intuitive knowing because it sent us down some really crazy roads, crazy paths, windy paths, where maybe at this point you haven't even seen the end yet. And at every point you're asking yourself, is this for real? Like, am I doing the right thing? Is this worth it? And my invitation to you is to come into such full mastery, because we are at literally standing in a new era. The new era has already dawned. And we are here to create that new era together. How? By being the higher version of you that you know exists already in the quantum field. It already exists in that no mind space. It's time to bring it forward. And I know this very well because I have been in the no mind space for a long time, and I had visions, I had intuitive nudges coming through. And this is what I'm going to say to you. You have to find that place where there is no intense desires, neither do you have intense rejections. That is the place, the sweet spot you have to arrive at. And that's where creations come through very quickly and beyond your logical mind's comprehension. Because if you have any predilections, whether it's this end of the spectrum or this end of the spectrum, it is a sign that your ego is still at work. Okay? Are you all getting me? This is like multi-dimensional level conversation, but I fully trust that you will receive the frequency or the words that you are meant to receive today. Okay? And to dive deeper into this, we're going to go into a more embodied somatic experience together in the masterclass on Friday. So if you're coming in, join me. Remember, you have to sign up to join this masterclass. Okay? So it's called the Infinite Woman. I'm very, very excited about this. We're going to come together. We're going to have the transmission coming through, and then I will allow Spirit to move with this, but I know there is going to be at least a ceremony together with tea Spirit. That is optional, of course. If you want to come join us with tea, you want to come join us with hot water even, that is perfect. And if you want the full regalia of it, there is also a tea set that you can, a tea package that you can order from me, because we work with very beautiful indigenous origin tea that really contains that frequency of Divine Mother within it. So that's one thing I didn't want to forget sharing. So just taking a pause here, because I really want to make sure I'm getting the point across. Yes, makes sense? Okay, yes, perfect. All right, so we came in here with some fire immediately, so I just want to take a moment to come back into presence, come back into your full presence in the body. Let's take a moment to feel into the energy. What if I honor every intuitive knowing that comes through for me, as me, through me? And an intuitive knowing oftentimes does not make any logical sense. Oftentimes, it does not show you the full plan ahead in time. It literally feels like turn left, go there, call this person. Yeah? So take a moment to feel in your body how that feels like. If I honor each and every one of my intuitive knowing, how does that feel like? Who is this woman? And let that spread through your entire body. Open the crown of your head to receive. Shower of golden light. Let the golden light soothe your nervous system. Let it pour down through the crown of the head, down the back of your head, base of the skull, the vertebrae in the neck, and down your spine, slowly and luxuriously all the way down, through the back of the heart, down to the space between the kidneys, to the tip of your spine. And let the tip of the spine elongate. Let the tip of the spine transform into a golden dragon. Let it enter the earth. Let it go at ferocious speed deep into the center of the earth, into the fiery molten lava heart of Mother Earth. As above, so below, golden light continue to shower from above through you as a continuum, a fractal of the divine. Golden dragon, open your heart to receive. Any fears that you have misunderstood your intuitive knowing, let that go deep into the molten lava inside the heart of Mother Earth now. Let it all be released down. Any fears, any sense of failure, any sense of not enoughness, of isolation, of doubt, it is often said in Zen, no doubt, no awakening. Middle doubt, middle awakening. Big doubt, big awakening. And so doubts are not ever a bad thing, but know that the doubt is here to inform you that something big is awakening. So do not stop at the doubt. Let that doubt be the raft that takes you to the shore. Let it all be released now. Slowly allow yourself to raise your arms up in the lightness, the full lightness of your being. Receive your higher light. Let it come through into your body. Let it infuse your every cell. Let yourself bathe in this power. Become stillness in motion. Because as stillness in motion, you are pure creation. Now as you slowly come back to this space, as you open your eyes to a new reality, to this new frequency you have received through this transmission, feel the sacredness. Feel the sacredness in you, around you. Now, the most important thing to understand is that, yes, we have connected with something truly deep and divine, but it does not stop there. The divine desires to be expressed through us. That is how it lives through us. And so it is coming through our actions, it is coming through our thoughts, it's coming through our words. Yes, our divine expressions. It is like the Rumi saying, the door is wide open, do not fall back asleep. So what are the divine actions and the divine expressions that you are here to make? That which is rooted in love, that which is leading straight from the heart, that is deeply rooted in our being. What is that? And may it be known, because I can feel it in the field, may it be known that you do not need to acquire something or some kind of relationship or some kind of financial freedom in order to feel this knowing already. It doesn't work that way, by the way, even though a lot of people will tell you it does. You've got to come back to your center. And it will build up your tenacity, it will build up your knowing. This isn't something that happens overnight, for sure. Like I said, it's a continuous evolving journey. And I find that the most powerful transformation begins when we are willing. When we are willing. No need to explain why. I am willing. I am willing to see through this illusion with love. With love that is the most powerful force in the world. Lots of people think love is this airy-fairy, soft feathery feeling. Oh, it is. And also it is the most powerful energy, most powerful life force that can create miracles. So do not forget that as love. Yes. All right, my loves. I feel complete. I wonder if you're feeling the same. Just taking a pause here to see if there's anything else in the comments. And if you'd like to drop anything, any thoughts, any questions, if you do have any questions. If not, then we will complete today's session. And once again, before I finish, your donation, if you wish to, is going to keep the lights on here. So I truly appreciate that if you will consider donating. If you'd like to join the free masterclass on Friday, reach out or go to the link in my bio. You will see a link there to join us for free. It's called the Infinite Woman. And for any of you who are willing, you're ready, fully committed to come into multidimensional mastery, to play with the beautiful spirit of tea, to dive into the ceremony. And this isn't anything like tea that you have learned before. I can promise you this, because it comes from my direct experience working with tea spirit. It goes beyond making good tea. It's really about finding that inner knowing within you and your direct experience with spirit and tea spirit, and how you are being guided by that tea. That spirit itself is always different. It's a unique transmission for each and every one of us. And so that is something we dive deep into mentorship inside Chadao for the Multidimensional Woman. It really has received so many incredible testimonials from my clients, being fully 1,000, 10,000 cosmic, but also so fully anchored in earth frequency of not wanting to escape from her emotions, but being fully here. And that's the leader that we are here to become. Embodied presence in every way. Yeah. And then there are a few more incredible news that are going to be announced on Friday, so I'm going to keep that where it is. So, all right. I don't see any more comments, so I assume everyone is happy and complete. All right, beautiful. Sending you all my love, and I will see you when I see you.